irrespective of either side, that this school in the names of ARINGA SS, all the way from Yumbe, close to the one of the UPL teams that you speak about, Midigo Calvary down in
Calvary.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So it is going to be momentum of how it will be transferring.
But Calvary could be relegated this season, if not already relegated.
It's the country by beating Police, Dominic Laboratory goal in that the 84th minute.
No, they have always been a very good challenge because they got a draw against Vipers. They also beat KCC 1-0 at their in Midigo. They are always tough, so it's normal for them.
Today is the action in that is the USSSA Ball Game 1 Championship as far as it is concerned. Game out play now. St. Joseph's accelerating toward the 18 box and making turns right there. Set number 7 loses possession. Momentum regained by the captain. Ball being sent up front, trying to check on set number 14. Yes, collected maximally. Very good partnership between set number 14 and 13. I speak about the left back of St. Joseph's service, the right back. Quick one.
Now,
Building it from behind. Loses possession again. Momentum regainer. Looking at the team donning red and white is ARINGA SS all the way from West Nile, and red, in fact, white and black is St. Joseph's all the way from Eastern region. Very good class coming on your way. So far, so good for either side. Still 0-0 right here.
and now a throw in for Team St. Joseph's, and that will be Mulashi Kenneth to have the throw on the right back position. Has a very good throw, headed away in the middle and taken away by Safi Fungaro in the middle. Very good tackle from Okello Shadrach, and that will be a free kick for St. Joseph's Buyanga and the fold man Okello to take charge of that. Shadrach, shot number 10 for St. Joseph's Buyanga, has a very long ball in and well collected by Kawawa Rashid. A very good goalkeeper for ARINGA SS, plays it in the middle, looking for Safi Fungaro. Long ball headed away by the centre back, and a very nice control on the lower flank by Waswa Hassani, and cleared away by St. Joseph's, and the long ball from Okello Ronald to change the wing, and in the right back position, John Stephen plays it up front, but there is a foul and a player in it down, and that is the captain Wahid Jamal for ARINGA SS. Looks to be hurt a little bit, and the referee is available to see what's wrong.
Yes, once more looking at the starting lineups for either side. In between the sticks is the custodian for home side ARINGA SS is Kawa Rashid Ahmed, donning shot number 1. Being supported into the right back position is Idi Amin Ali, not forgetting that the Mogopena Miraji, donning shot number 12 in that left back position. Completing the central defense is the Aymani Mansoura, partnering with Batali Mahad Abib, right there, donning shot number 5. In number 6 position, that is babysitter position, the captain himself, donning shot number 8, Wahid Jamala, spotted into the rightful flank of number 7, Swa Hassan Alumai, that is Isle Japata, not forgetting Omar Patrick. Completing the starting lineup in that role, number 10, right there is Safi Fungaro. That is Asuma Hassan. Meanwhile, my colleague is to take you through the starting lineup for that is St. Joseph's.
They have Jomwe Stephen as their goalkeeper, and the back line of 4, Baluku Timothy and Mulashi Kenneth, featuring with Bonya Cyrus in centre back, while John Crispas will be playing as their left back, and Jethro Eric and Omara Solomon are featuring in the midfield, and the front 3 are Okello Shadrach, Okello Ronald, and Siktas Darren. That is for St. Joseph's Buyaga SS. And ball on into the penalty area, and the goalkeeper for ARINGA, Kawawa Rashid Ahmed, collects, has a long ball up front, looking for the options of Asuma Hassan, and going away is Omara Patrick, so close to the box, and plays it backwards, and now Omara should be coming from an offside position, and yes, he is flagged offside, and that will be a free kick for St. Joseph's Buyaga.
We are doing this one live for you right here at Dr. Obute Pitch 1. right here in Lira City.
Yes. And that's the pitch for Dr. Obote College,
Yes.
Lira City. And it's a school located just 12 kilometers off Lira City. And should we call it the metropolitan area of Lira? And I really like the standing of Lira, trees everywhere, and it's green. And when you are in Lira, you can really see that you are in the Pearl of Africa.
Yeah, those are the words that are coming from my senior commentator right here.
And now,
Terms are coming from sat number 10.
Okero Shadrach.
The goalkeeper says that it is a calculation for him indeed. I collected it.
I like the physique of the players that we have today. The goalkeeper's heights are very good. And long ball collected by the goalkeeper Jomwe Stephen for St. Joseph's BUYAGA. Plays it with the centre-back options of Mulashi Kenneth. Playing it down for Eric. Eric making a run. Has a very good ball on the lower flank. And off play it is for a throw-in for ARINGA. Looking for the forward options now. Nice control in the middle. Trying to dominate play. That is Safi Fungaro. And down across from Idamin. Headed away. And now counter-attacking options for St. Joseph's. A nice dribble from Okello Ronald, but is left down by Safi Fungaro. Shot number 7 for ARINGA.
Remember
Not
this
the kind
guy,
of play they
number
want.
7, won the MVP for that West Nile 2026 at Zonals, scoring that only goal in the finals against Obongi District Basic School due appearance.
Due appearance.
Yes.
Yeah.
He scored that goal in the late minute of the game in 84th minute right there to secure them to be the champions of West Nile for a long period of time.
Yeah. And they were last at the national level in 2016.
Yes.
That's approximately 10 years ago. And that's how long they have yearned to be here once again. And finally they made it. Now it's up to them to play to be champions and go for the Viasa game that will be in Morogoro, Tanzania, in the years to come.
Yes, that very year they were eliminated by one of the giants in Uganda. You speak about that is good attempt coming in there. It's a very top target.
Waswa Hassani,
Yes,
putting it out of target.
0-0 right here.
Yes.
Yes, my dear colleague, looking at the perspective and momentum of this very game here, all the teams seems to be understanding themselves.
Yeah.
They are playing what is called second football. You load, you keep within a certain period of time, you keep loading into the half of your opponent. If the same thing, are we seeing a barrel draw coming?
No, the game is still young, so anything can happen. Any momentum, any occasion can change the momentum of the game. And you never know what football brings. There can be a red card, there could be a penalty. You never know which team is better at set pieces. So a lot is still available to play for. And in the middle of the pitch, Okello Shadrach plays it for the left back position of Baluku Timothy. Nice through pass from Eric and looking for the options up front. And they lose possession to ARINGA. And up front looking for Omara Patrick, making some good dirty work up front. And Omara has the ball on the line, but loses possession to Mulashi Kenneth, making some good runs up the line, and loses possession once again. Now ARINGA in control, playing it, not a good control from Waswa Hassani, and on the lower wing, Itamin has a good delivery in, and the Heights battling for the ball, and Almai can't convert and cleared away now. ARINGA regain possession in the middle of the pitch and play it for Isile, making some good footwork, and ARINGA pushing forward, but they lose possession. And on the lower line, Omara Solomon regain. Oh, that was a very tough tackle, and ball on, looking for Isile. Has a good battle. Waswa Hassani playing with Isile once again. They lose possession. Omara Solomon plays it in the middle for John Crispas. And man down for St. Joseph's BUYAGA. and that is Okello Ronald. The young boy looks to be hurt.
Yeah, I love one thing from the team officials who are in charge of this very game here.
Yes.
Player protection matters a lot.
Yeah,
Just after seeing a player is down, attention has to be paid for them, and calling the technical team doctors to pay attention to this player. That is good to go.
And it's very good for the young kids because these are young kids.
Yeah.
They are the future of the nation. So they have to get that protection. And their lives matter so, so much. And Okello Ronald still down, trying to get some little bit of medication.
Yeah.
And I love the magic that ARINGA SS did, because I'm sure they finished third for the district level. That is in Yumbe. But then after the district level, they did some good team talk and went for the regional level with so much energy, and they win. That's a very rare thing.
At this very district of Yumbe, the team that were crowned as champions because of playing a non-bona fide player, they were disqualified.
Oh, I
SS that completed fourth position were supposed to be in third position, meaning that that lost in finals that were crowned the champion. Now, into zonals and being as the third team, perhaps as the fourth team being put to third place, being crowned as the champion. And they were also from serving a ban.
Yes.
2 years back.
Oh, ARINGA. Okay.
Oh, the goalkeeper.
Nice shot from Waswa Hassani. And ARINGA almost breaking the dreadlock, but not so fortunate enough. And the goalkeeper, Jamwe Stephen, does some good handwork to prevent the goal, but looks like there was a foul, and it will be advantage for St. Joseph's BUYAGA SS.
Quick one started now. The left back position being loaded up front in the half of that is
ARINGA.
sending it up for now. Mara trying to chase it straight into the gloves of the goalkeeper.
Jamwe Stephen. Jamwe has a diagonal ball looking for the left wing of Omara Solomon, and cleared out of play by Idamin Ali, who is so far having a very good game in defense.
Yeah. My colleague, looking at the perspective that we have just been speaking about here, it is a kick and run football and loading a mentality as both teams are trying to play right here.
Yes.
If the whole game, the whole 90 minutes, anything like that, definitely it will bring the attention to the barrel draw, which I have been speaking about. Police, remember, second-hand football is always the determination always comes from the attackers.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, but if those brilliant moves there, need to be the wingers making the determination. This is very game.
Yeah, the wingers, but there was a game I saw.
Yes.
The one prior to this.
Yes.
There is a school called Chwamba High School.
Yes.
The guys had the 9. The 9 was as wasteful as possible. The guy needed 10 chances to convert a goal. And unfortunately, the 10 chances didn't come. He had 9 chances and never converted. But fortunate enough for them, they had very good midfield options and they got one goal and sealed the game. So what matters most here at the national level is the ability to defend. The moment you don't concede enough goals, probably you can bury the game into extra time and other options and eventually make it. And into the box of St. Joseph's, situation tough, but they clear it away. And they regain possession. That is ARINGA. But St. Joseph's clearing it away. Bonya Cyrus playing it on the lower flank. And a nice pass from Okello Shadrach, but well defended in the middle. And battle for the ball. And Isile plays it backwards, and a long ball into the St. Joseph's box, and the goalkeeper, Jamwe Stephen, collects once again, has a quick throw on the lower wing, and played on the right by Eric, making a very good run. Okello Ronald has a long ball into the box, and the goalkeeper, Kawawa Rashid, collects, and the player down, Okello once again, and looks like he has some health problems for today.
Yeah.
He was already down some few minutes ago, and he's down again.
Yeah, looking at that signal which is coming from his fellow colleague right there, seems to be calling for substitution right there.
Yes.
Remember, these games, first of all, it is the safety first. If a player is kind of bit under a poor medical system, definitely that player needs to be rescued rather than making the whole station to come worst there. I love the pedigree. His move, his runs. He will be out. The best becomes in fact, the available becomes the best.
Yeah. And so many options on the bench for St. Joseph's BUYAGA. Mustasa Joshua Kikwe. They have Felix. They have Okai Charles, Kelly Fred, and Wabuche. And in case things get worse, they have a goalkeeper to bring on. And that is Masava Solomon. So lots of options are available for them on the bench. And it's a very unfortunate moment for Okello Ronald. He's being stretched off in so much pain. And, you know, I love Vagisu so much. They are a courageous race. And when you see them flipping off, you just know it's hard for them. And ball into the penalty area, but cleared away by Bonya Cyrus, and another attempt from ARINGA in the middle of the pitch. Isile playing it backwards to Wahid Jamal and loses possession in a very sensitive position, and the ball, the referee has a call for a foul and free kick St. Joseph's, and almost having a quick reaction, the referee says no due to the position of the ball. And Jethro
Joseph within the center circle.
Baluku Timothy having a long ball over, headed away by ARINGA. They lose possession once again. Eric playing to the lower wing. And now trying to attack in the middle. Eric having some good passes but loses possession. And Wahid Jamal sets it back. And now, nice through pass. Looking for Waswa. Hassani, nice defense.
Defending coming from that is the left back. Yes, I did tell you something. The partnership between the number 11 of St. Joseph's and number 3 seems to be coordinating. Looking at the X runnings they are making. Number 11 has dropped to assist the number 3, and in case of any counter attacking, you will find number 3 crossing, having movement right there. If the same thing proceeds, trust me, this game in this very game, but never.
And fresh legs are on. Okaicha comes in to replace the injured player. That is Okello Ronald. He was stretched off earlier due to injury, and Okai Charles, shot number 8 for St. Joseph's BUYAGA, comes on. Long ball.
So good for either side, Justin. 0-0. Once more, here, spectator and viewer, wherever you are getting us, we are exactly at the heart of Lira City, where my colleague did say everywhere is greener. For those of you who don't know,
it's really green.
Everywhere Lira City is greener.
Yeah.
That is why the beauty of us being the part of Africa is already coming into its existence.
And actually, not just Lira. I came all the way, and as long as you step in Nakasongola, the Karuma, all the districts, till northern Uganda, it's all green. The vegetation is well catered for, and it's really, really good. Ball cleared out of play by ARINGA, and throw in for St. Joseph's BUYAGA. Sictus Darren to have the throw on the upper wing for St. Joseph's BUYAGA. And let's it go for Mulashi Kenneth to have the throw. Mulashi throw in into the 18 and back to Mulashi once again. Can he deliver a good cross? and plays it on the line for Sictus Darren, doing some good footwork, but ball out of play. And the linesman signals a throw in.
Second assistant referee with very good communication with that is the center referee right there to have that quick decision made there for a throw in to be resumed by the left back. Quick one start already. ARINGA SSR taking their own time up, ball already loaded within in the center circle. Satamatena gained it for that is St. Joseph's. What's the way? It's a handball for a free kick.
ARINGA take charge of the free kick in the middle. Passes flying in. Long ball looking for Omara. Cleared away by St. Joseph's. That's Okelo Shadrach. Plays it in the middle. And attacking options on the lower wing. Omara Solomon has nice trickery. And keeper to beat for Jethro. Well played by ARINGA defense and cleared away for safety. And now, in the right back position, Baluku loses possession to Hassan Asuma. Asuma making runs on the left wing. Asuma has some scissors and tackled down by Mulashi Kenneth.
Center for says nothing play on.
Safi Fungaro now playing it again with Asuma. Hassan. Safi in an offside position and the ball is out of play.
I really want to appreciate each and every viewer who is watching from different places. As for now, you speak about people all the way from Jumbe, Koboko.
Oh, yeah.
Chwani.
That's West Nile.
Yes, West Nile, Maracha. As for now, they are all behind the champion team, and that is ARINGA.
Yeah.
So my dear colleagues, there's one thing I've learned from football, and I'm enjoying it. Is when they are still at district level, each school fights at the individual base.
Yes.
Now, when you're at the zonals, you'll find that if the schools are from each district goes at the zonal level, they work as a team. Now, from zonals coming at national level, you'll find that the whole region becomes under one umbrella. As for now, you speak about Ampara Senior Secondary School, speak about if your parents, and that is ARINGA SS are all under one umbrella. At the same time, also you speak about the school that is from Bugis region. They are all currently under one umbrella.
Yeah.
Is that when it comes to football?
Yeah, it is a very good thing. Of course, sports works with unity. And when you are under one umbrella, probably you are sharing lots of resources and the prize money is enough and the regional balance comes in. So it works for all the schools. Now we have exposure in Lida and schools are coming as far as southwestern Uganda in Kigezi region, Ankole region, Bunyoro, Bukisu, West Nile, northern Uganda, eastern, and it's all a one umbrella thing.
Yes. And after here, when they will be going for FESA,
yes,
all the representatives of West Nile going, in fact, for Uganda going to FESA, they will also be under one umbrella.
One umbrella, yeah.
Yes.
And,
remember, this is USSSA Ball Games 1 Championship in boys category. We didn't see all the whole nation heading away to Seroma Christian High School in Mukono category, yes, where one school in the names of SS were in dominant, winning up to 5 trophies and
most of the indoor games. They are good at that.
They are good at that. You speak about a table.
And by the way, Chibuli are also good in boys football. They are the second best in history. St. Mary's Boarding Chitende just overtook them in titles. St. Mary's now has 11. Chibuli have 10. So they are also good in football, and we are waiting to see how they will be faring out.
Okay. This is what is happening right here. The $1 million question and question of Sky is, will the dominance of Uganda, the national figure schools that you speak about, Budo SSA, you speak about, Lubiri, you speak about Chibuli,
yes,
Sekimeri, Chitende boarding school, they are all into the mix. Will they maintain the tense as we are seeing a school like Jipra into the mix that this year?
Yeah, of course, I've already seen those teams. The beauty about them is the consistency. Year by year, they keep holding on. You talk of Budo SS, schools like St. Mary's Boarding, Pende, schools like there is a school, Bukedia Comprehensive. They are always faring it out well. Amus College, they are always consistent.
Amus College champions of say the 5x5 basketball.
They played a school called St. Michael. Yeah, very good game, by the way. And it was a hard fight for them in that final. I watched it and I was amazed. Unfortunately, most of the crowd there were supporting St. Michael.
When you are dominant last year, it was won by that is
Amus, yes.
And they lost in the finals against that is a school from Rwanda. So this year they have to maintain the same title race. Perhaps that one could be the reason why most spectators are support of St. Michael.
Yeah. And now a throw in on the lower flank for Aringa and Idamin to take the throw. Idamin has a very long throw into the penalty area and cleared away for safety, but back in the back line and well controlled by Mahad Habib, plays it down. And Ayman Mansour is brought down, and the first yellow card of the game is out and showed to Jethro of St. Joseph's BUYAGA SS. Yellow card to him, and he's the first in the referee's books for this game. So unfortunate, but that was a very rough tackle indeed.
Yeah.
And ARINGA.
Remember, all these referees are trained by that is both FUFA and USSSA. The ones who are from USSSA, Uganda Secondary School Sports Association, all have level 2, and the ones which are trained by FUFA are all having FUFA referee badge. That is why, out of very many referees, that they are the few chosen to come for these games, that they know what is to be done. Having up to 17 laws in football, controlling them, it definitely speaks.
Yeah, I really love that idea of capacity building in USSSA, and in a few years to come, USSSA will not be spending so much on refereeing, on journalism, and they will be producing some very good work. Now the goalkeeper, Jamwe Stephen, has a long kick headed away now. In the middle, well controlled by ARINGA, and that is the captain, Wahid Jamal, plays it back and cleared away by Habib, looking for the upper wing. And well controlled by Mulashi Kenneth, plays it in the midfield. Okelo Shadrach has a good Trivela pass on the lower wing, looking for Jethro. Nice run, but cleared away by Idamin Ali. I almost called him Idamin Dada. And the ball is out for a throw in. That is for St. Joseph, and ball on. Well controlled. Okero Shadrach has a very long one. Out of play. Was it Amin Dada from West Nile?
Yeah, looking at former president late Amin Dada, all the way from Koboko.
Koboko.
The district that borders at Thiri. By the way, that is where I also come from.
Oh, Koboko.
Yes.
Wow.
All the way from Koboko district that borders the Thiri lessons. They speak about the DRC, about South Sudan, then Uganda, right there.
Oh.
Place called Kakwa Salam Sala. Salam Sala means 3 nations.
Oh, 3 nations. Okay. And now, in the defense of ARINGA, very good battle. And Okelo plays it on the lower wing. For Eric, has a ball on the line, but blocked. And that is a throw in for St. Joseph's BUYAGA. Eric has a quick reaction looking for Jethro. And Jethro has a cross in. But not yet done. And Mulashi Kenneth plays it on the upper wing, but cleared away for safety. And the flag is up for an offside against St. Joseph's BUYAGA, and that will be a free kick for ARINGA SS, the champions of West Nile.
Yes, looking at as far as the whole region of West Nile is concerned, at the national ranking this year, We did see their champions in girls category, Moyo Star.
Moyo Star. Yes.
Winning it 4 years consecutively.
Yeah.
And this year being a Sonda exclusive job by defending champions St. Noah girls are being taken to class and beaten by 5 goals to 0.
That's an obvious
at UCU Stadium, Uganda Christian University Stadium right there. So they went for classification games, winning against that Zankoma SSA in that determination game, which made them to be in 9th position as far as the national rankings are concerned. Now, if the champions from West Nile and you are in 9th position, could it be the same thing also with ARINGA SSA, making it a play in the national ranking like that?
No, I don't usually like comparing the girls' football to boys' football because it's a very different story.
Yeah.
Now, when you look at the schools that have always done well in girls' football, they are, most of them are single-sex girls' schools.
Yeah.
That is Boni Conseil girls, all the way from Isinjiro, St. Noah girls.
Yes.
Those are single-sex. Now, Shema girls was also always in the conversation, but this year they were ruled eligible at the regional level. But for boys football, it's different. Now, Chitende.
Yes.
This is where they come in. You will never hear Chitende anywhere in girls football. Never. And the same applies to the likes of Chiburi.
In girls category, we are known for
netball, basketball, such games. Now, in boys football, we have very different competitors from girls football. And for boys football, it's even more intense.
Yeah.
When it comes to the competition. So,
first of all, the level of organization alone.
For me, if ARINGA came in 9th place in boys football, that would be so much achievement for them. In the middle, a very bad push from ARINGA. Isile having a tough push, but a throw in. ARINGA and Idamin has the ball in, well headed away, and on the lower line, headed out of play by Eric, throw in for ARINGA. Shot number 4, Idamin, to have the throw. And Idamin has a massive throw here into the penalty area, headed away by Eric, and Idamin has the ball in again. The ball is out of play once again. And Idamin is as strong as the Idamin I know. very, very strong man. And now that will be a goal kick in favor of St. Joseph's BUYAGA and the goalkeeper, Jamwe Stephen, to take charge of that. Jamwe has a long ball in the center of the pitch. Headed off and back to the defense. Baluku Timothy clears it far away, high, and area duels ongoing and played on the line by Sictus Darren. And very bad tackle. And the referee runs to the scene and need for the medical assistance. And that was a very bad tackle.
Yeah.
Very bad one against St. Joseph's BUYAGA.
Looking at what happened right there, it is all about the collusion when the player of BUYAGA went for the ball. After releasing the ball, the player had to come and tackle him without even a ball. Definitely, that one becomes a very bad tackle, like how you said. I 100% agree with you right there. That is why the center referee was keen enough and awarded that free kick for that is a St. Joseph's BUYAGA right there. Still 0-0 as scoreline is concerned. Could it be barrel draw up to the 90th minute? Is the question of Sky to be answered right here.
And Mulashi still down, trying to get some medical attention for St. Joseph's BUYAGA. And looks like he will hold on. The beauty about boys football is the courage of the players. And it looks like St. Joseph's are having very hard physical ability for the girl because they already have a player who's stretched off and now another one looking to be in a bad condition either. And a free kick, well played by Eric, but well taken charge by the goalkeeper, Waswa. and long ball on. But a little bit of the updates from the playgrounds elsewhere. And on the other pitch, the upper pitch, we have a game ongoing. And Ginger Progressive, Jipra, are taking lead of that game. They lead by 1-0 against Kalisizo Seed SS. Mokisa Joram scoring the only goal of the game so far. And Idua Parents, they are also from West Nile. And at halftime, they are 0-0 with the Butauka Magazine Take SS. And Buto SS, the defending champions, are already taking a lead at halftime. And they are leading Teso College Alouette by a goal to 0. And Greenlight Islamic beat Dr. Obote College, the hosts, by 5 goals to 1. The hosts are suffering. And so many goals in this group. At Lango College, the other game, Masindi Secondary School, beat Kaserem Secondary by 6 goals to 2. And then Chichuamba High won Wera SS by a goal to 0. The game was live on DStv. And Madina Islamic and Kitgum Standard were held to a 0-0 draw. And the boys from Rukunjiri, Bishop Combon SS, lost their opening game to Singo SS by 3 goals to 0. Ngobi Julius having a press for Singo and Bashir Nasul scoring the third. Meanwhile, Chadondo SS also beat Chigumba by 2 goals to 1. And Lira Town College also had a tough start. They lost to Numasa Secondary by 3 goals to 1. So goals are flying in from all the grounds.
I think, my colleague, the sad news here is for the host schools
are suffering.
Yes, a host
Lira Town,
Lira Town and Dr.
Obote, they all swallowed high.
Yes, Lira Town College being beaten by 3 goals to 0 and Dr. Obote up to 5 goals. Perhaps
that's humiliation.
Preparing themselves to Cooper TV tournament. Remember, the Boroboro are also one of the unbatted pool.
No foul judged by the referee.
Remember, it is all about the position and the angle of view center referee will have to the action right there. To me, that one wasn't a foul because the ball was already away from the action. It will speak why the center referee, after having that clear angle of view, said nothing happens right there.
And ball in play once again, well defended and played on the lower wing for Eric. Has a ball on, looking for the height of Okaichal, and ball headed on. Run on the lower wing by John Crispas. Now, Eric has a change of wing, and ball taken away by Aringa, looking for the upper wing of Omara Patrick. Receives, but Mulashi Kenneth takes good charge and clears it away for safety. And they regain possession on the upper wing. Siktas Darren loses possession, trying to look for Omara Patrick, but Mulashi Kenneth clears it away. Back to the defense of Aringa. Nice trickery and change of play. Okelo heads it, Shadrach. Okelo loses possession to Omara, but nice interception by Bonya Cyrus and long ball on. Now advantage for St. Joseph's, but well defended by Aringa. Nice touch on the lower wing. A very good run from Waswa, but nice tackle from Eric, and that will be a throw-in for Aringa Idamin to take charge once again. And still 0-0. 0 Aringa, 0 St. Joseph's BUYAGA.
Yes, minutes are dropping, seconds are running as we are still for this very game. Barrel draw happening right here. It's a throw in to be resumed by Idi. Long one taken in, ball still in danger zone. It cleared away. Happy on it, going for attempt.
Oh, that was a very good attempt from sharp number 8 Aringa. That is Wahid Jamal, their team captain. And that was a good effort, though not on target. And still 0-0. None yet to break the deadlock. And so much struggling for both teams to find the back of the net. So there are groups that are bringing up 6-2, 5-1.
Remember, this is a class of champions.
And that brings us to the break of halftime. And at halftime, none yet to find the back of the net and none yet to break the dreadlock. The champions of Wugisu region against the champions of West Nile, ARINGA SS, not doing well so far, but both very good and solid enough at the back, and none yet to concede. ARINGA SS 0, St. Joseph's BUYAGA 0-0. How was the halftime?
At the perspective of halftime, I did tell you something. See, this one being a national game, it definitely tells you all the tacticians at this particular moment are coming with understanding of going to understand their opponents.
Yeah.
Remember, this is a game. If you go anyhow on an in fact, in air matter like that, you can easily swallow goals within that short sort of times. You have to go down, understand yourself what is happening currently, that your opponent will also take it very difficult to understand you, and you will become one of the best teams to disorganize your opponent.
Yes.
That one could be the mentality either side they are using here. And the one thing which is also making the whole game to become the kind of bit very difficult is both sides are playing the same system of flow. When they are going for a tic-tac kind of football, building it from behind, you'll find that the other side also changes the same system of flow. Now, going for second ball football, like a counter-attacking, you'll find the same thing also happens. It makes the game become difficult. Nevertheless, it is going to be in the second half towards the dying minute where maturity and the aspect of continuation, the side of the technical head coaches, which will call it off for one side in this very game.
And a lot to play for in the second half. And we shall have a little bit of the break and see what will come in the second half. A lot more to bring for you.
But like the follow what tonight, that's one of the champions. Like, oh, very new that it's nice. It's a lot. So they have from here for the very years of ARINGA and ARINGA of course the people first night. Now we are in trouble. So good for you. Yeah, looking at very and then it's all chance to get away. You know, the picture of course, so I'm going to see. Maybe they have a bit too with the other say there. Also, they have also to do. What is that? So far, I'm happy with that. No, I do very well in that detail. They are not around the also it's not very important, but that is what in good. That's a put that I put from Manchester. Maybe saying after going to this, but not then you so ARINGA are doing very well, and if they keep on this solid, if they can hold on the same points like the light, then they will go to in such hold on that the solid. That's what they can just call. And for their opponent, that is they are a good team by now. Today, that means you should live doing is a very attacking way, but they are yet to find the back of the net. But all in all, for me, that
both teams are fighting hard, doing their best, but we want to see. If one of them can break the deadlock, then it will be so good for them to make it.
Yeah, let's quickly continue about right now. Did we now see the outcome in each of that? That's what we want.
plays a long ball up front, headed away. And Idamin plays it back to the center-back Batali, Ayman Mansour, playing with the goalkeeper Kawawa. Short ball played. And I don't know why ARINGA are preferring to play in their own half.
They seems to be changing the game reading of this very game here. Now, the million-dollar question is, will that mentality work for them? It's also something to act right here. And looking at the energy level they are trying to portray, comparing them into first half, say energy level they had, things seems to be changing. Will it be the surface of the pitch we saw when they were sloping, things were working well for them, chances over chances, will it not be capitalized on? And currently, they are making it in a stagnant way. If it proceeds like this, expect something to be going into the hands of that is St. Joseph's BUYAGA.
And that is the first corner of the second half. And it belongs to ARINGA, Idamin, to bring the corner on the upper side. And Idamin is very ready. Idamin has a decent delivery. And they get something out of this, headed away and cleared by Okai Charles. And in the middle, defended well by ARINGA. And up front, nice footwork from Sati Fungaro. Loses possession and played on the upper side by Ayman Mansour. Looking for Idamin. Playing the ball on, but cleared away by St. Joseph's BUYAGA. And that will be a throw in the Ida Pink for ARINGA SS. And Idamin, but looks like there will be need for fresh legs for St. Joseph's BUYAGA. But the throw in to first have been taken charge, and Idamin has the throw on the line. Kicked away and still on in the middle, pushing, and that is Okai Charles. Go play. Now St. Joseph's BUYAGA, Sictus Darren plays it backwards. A nice trickery here, footwork from Baluku Timote, plays it up front, looking for the pace of Darren, but ball is out of play. And goal kick ARINGA. Fresh legs to come on, and Sictus Darren will be out.
Looking at what is happening from the side of St. Joseph's BUYAGA, each and every time their focus is to get that is a goal for themselves. That is why we have seen they are looking to have the possible solutions in this very game right here. Still, ARINGA SS are not doing anything like substitution. And St. Joseph's already, the third substitution coming in their way.
Joshua Kikwe replaces Sictus Darren, and he's fouled on his first touch of the ball. So unfortunate. You know, I won't blame ARINGA for not making substitutions, because I have a common quote that says, never interrupt your enemy when he's almost making a mistake. So, for fresh legs.
So you are considering the frequent
Mulachi Kenneth has a good one, but well taken charge.
Started already in the right flank.
Waswa Hassani has a good play in and cleared away by Mulashi. Headed again by ARINGA in the middle. St. Joseph's playing it on. And that was a pull, but soft one. Cleared away. And now ARINGA battle for the ball. Now using the lower wing. And that is a very good run from Munguchi Amaku, but brought down. And that will be a free kick. Boots off.
Yes, sir.
For a St. Joseph's player. So Amaku is a name from West Nile. Amaku.
Yes.
Oh, there is a good Amaku. I know in the StarTimes UPL, Fred Amaku.
Yeah, Fred Amaku.
The guy at Maroon.
Yeah, exactly. Who plays for Maroon. And one of the starters in Western Province
He's a
team.
very, very sensitive striker.
Yes.
Very crucial finisher. And I really like him so much.
If you get a name Amaku, definitely it takes your memory to a tribe called Lugbara. Yes, a Lugbara tribe.
Oh, I understand. And West Nile is a very good home of talent.
Yes,
Onduparaka was from there.
exactly.
Yes, and
Yesterday registering 1-0 win away from home at Mbale Municipal Stadium.
so they at Mbali.
Yes, winning against Mbale Heroes.
That
by a
is
goal to nil.
Teso.
Yeah.
So Onduparaka are now in the big league,
Yes.
and that was a very good team. The days of Muhammad Shaban.
Yeah.
They usually to give the big boys hard time.
Next Gaddafi
Oh,
Gavino,
oh yes, yes.
Adama Junior.
Yeah. That was a very good Onduparaka. It was very hard to go at the Green Light Stadium and get a point from
The
there.
same thing is still happening.
Eh,
You go to
Midigo.
Like
Even Midigo is not easy. Yeah.
Horizon Stars.
It's hostile.
They had just the defeats there. That is why such a zero boys KCCA suffered there.
And the chance
Coming in.
for, oh, that was a bad tackle against Munguchi Amaku is down and in a quite crucial position.
Now, the $1 million question is, are they having very good set piece takers? When it comes to free kick in Uganda,
Yeah, most teams rely on set piece.
exactly.
So Ugandan football is like Arsenal football. So much reliance on set pieces. But the player down is finally back up. And that's some good news.
Yeah.
That was the captain Wahid Jamal. And no. Free kick. And Waswa Hassan to take charge of that. It's a very good position.
Yeah.
I used to convert those in my days back in high school.
Okay. I remember my last time when I played football was during a national Premier Bowl games, which were hosted by Mbarara. We managed to aid that in the Kalangala district by 11
It
goals.
should be 2018
Exactly.
Mbara High School.
Exactly. So those are the moments I can still free kick like this. I can utilize for it. You see, university. I did that one against them when we were for university games. For that is Kumba.
Nkumba University. Oh, you play at Nkumba?
Exactly. So it definitely what it means right there.
And now, Waswa Hassani and Safi Fungaro takes it in the hands of the goalkeeper, who takes good charge and quick reaction in there. But the defense, well alert, Idamin.
Yeah, this guy
Heads it
Itamina,
is very good.
perhaps I must be having communications with him
Oh, yeah.
so that he joins my
Your
club.
club.
Yeah, because the
Okay.
level of discipline he has, the level of his aggressiveness,
Yeah, game reading.
game reading, it definitely tells you how complete he is.
Yes.
At this perspective here. So perhaps being the only Sunderland fan, for you, if you don't know Sunderland fan, that Uganda,
Sunderland.
we are only two who are supporting Sunderland.
The nickname of Sunderland is what? So,
When you reach the
I have
Stadium
you
of
now.
Light,
mm,
when you reach the Stadium of Light, it definitely becomes very difficult for you to register.
and chance he slides.
Yeah.
That was so close for Aringa. Omara Patrick bottling a chance, and now a good run for St. Joseph's, but played safety first
Yes, safety
for a
first.
throw in for St. Joseph's on the lower wing.
I copied the quote from that is Hallon Printer of Netherlands. Earlier the better.
And now Jethro having a fire, but blocked efforts. And up front, Omara battling for it in Aringa. Now well defended, and a cross from Eric in the heart of the box, well collected by Kawawa Rashid. Plays along. Oh, that was a head kick from St. Joseph. Very bad foul from St. Joseph's Wuyanga. Wuyaga. That's Mulashi Kenneth. That was a very bad kick.
Yeah, looking at
On the head.
looking at the level and the height of that variable there. Yes, a free kick being sent right
to Idi Amin.
been brought into the area. Can they capitalize on it? Not really. Headed away from that danger zone. Momentum regained again by ARINGA SS now. Idi Amina sending it, trying to check on set number 11.
That is
The ball goes out.
Waswa Hassani.
ARINGA SS are already preparing for their second substitution. Who could be the player paving way and the one coming up?
Wait and see. Throw in on the upper wing. Camry start.
Number 20.
Wahid Jamal. Block. Awezi. Imran Jamadi.
Imran.
Yeah.
Imran is a player
To the carnival.
carrying his way.
And Idi Amin has a long throw into the box, headed out. And that is a goal kick. And need for fresh legs for ARINGA. And they could be having a substitution. And off to go,
Number 7.
Safi Fungaro. And Safi Fungaro will be brought out, having kinda a hard-working game for them. And Safi Fungaro brought off, and on comes Imran Jamadi. Can he be the game changer for Ringa SS, the West Nile region champions? And clear, oh, that was an open boot close to the edge. And against Ayman Mansour, fouled down. And ARINGA having a long kick over, looking for Omara Patrick up front, headed away. And they regain possession. ARINGA in attacking position. Nice cross from Amaku in the middle.
Goalkeeper connects it easily.
Alumai Isili attempting from distance, but not too good enough. Long ball on, cleared by the defense, and the goalkeeper Kawawa collects once again. Kawawa Rashid, that should be a familiar name.
Yeah, I definitely, it will take your attention to Uganda Premier League and West Nile Province. If you speak about Kawa Rashid Olu, formerly of that is the Arua Hill Sports Club, currently playing with the Express Football Club, also one of the starters in the side of West Nile Province. This one perhaps seems to be one of his brothers from the same tribe. Either Kakwa or Lobera Oils. That is why they are bearing the same name, Kawawa Rashid.
Yes.
The difference is only from Olu.
You wonder, Kawawa, do we have a Ghana Premier League player in USSSA football? I'm wondering.
No, that one in Uganda Premier League is called Olu, who is doing number 11 all the way from
Express now
to Arua Hill, and Express also in Pupadrum of West Nile. He is doing set number 11. Meanwhile, this one is called Power Rashid Ahmed, who plays for ARINGA SS. As young as he is, only 17 years old, a student of senior 3. So expect him to be doing it for a long period of time for his mighty school of ARINGA SS.
Ball on and cleared by St. Joseph's BUYAGA, and Idi Amin has some little bit of the shield, and ball is out of play, but player down for St. Joseph's again. They're having some misfortune in physical ability.
Yeah, looking at the perspective of years of establishment as far as these schools are concerned, the school in the names of ARINGA is established way back in 1989, which was given to government in 2000, which was given to government in 2005. And as per now, their last time they participated in that is a national championship was way back in 2016 when it was still called Press There before people are coming on board right there. So their location, they are located close to Midigo Calvary that plays in Uganda Premier League in Yumbe Town. That is in the region of West Nile right there. And in the perspective of St. Joseph's Bugaya, they are established way back in 1935 As per now, 91 years old. Oh, cute is that?
Yes.
Something to with the experience that works for either side here.
Yeah. One of the ancient schools from Bugisu region, St. Joseph's, and they are playing some sweet football. You see what I told you at the halftime break? Bugisu, the St. Joseph's guys are very comfortable down the field, and they are playing some good passing ball, and they are doing so far so good with the ball, but still so unlucky not to break the dreadlock. And ball on, well made, a nice control on the lower wing, back to the center back, ARINGA. Shaky control and looking for the captain. Down and throw in for St. Joseph's. Mulashi Kenneth to have the throw. Kenneth has it on line. Looking for the options of Okai Charles, but intercepted by Omara Solomon. And the battle ends in a corner for St. Joseph's BUYAGA on the lower flank.
Asabi.
Is a corner for St. Joseph's BUYAGA, the champion of Bugisu region, all the way from Bulambuli district
in eastern part of Uganda.
And Joshua Kikwe, the substitute, to deliver the corner on the lower wing.
Yes, sir. This is a class of
Joshua has a good one, punched away and back in. Well taken charge of. That was so close from Eric. Narrow escape.
Yes, sir. Look at this game. It is the class of Group K, like on that we did tell you. We saw one of the goals, a lot of goals being registered between the host. You speak about Dr. Obote Boroboro. We have a Green Light Islamic SS, ARINGA SS, and St. Joseph's BUYAGA. They are lying in Group K. I love the road to final. The road to final is A up to that is H giving one team, then from I up to P giving one team for finals right there. And definitely if the same thing happens, teams of West Nile seems to be doing good, they will meet before reaching to finals. How huge is that?
Nice footwork from Joshua Kikwe as a diagonal play and played back in the middle looking for Okai Charles. Loses possession. Now ARINGA using the lower wing. Waswa Hassani has one to go. And Hassani pushing on. Can he play the minus? Cross on. Not fortunately meet. And cleared away for the throw in, but a foul. Yes. A foul in the box of St. Joseph's BUYAGA against Eric. And that will be a free kick for St. Joseph's. That was so close from ARINGA. But the cross wasn't good enough from Waswa Hassani, but they were almost.
Still 0-0 between St. Joseph's BUYAGA and ARINGA SS.
And Jomwe
Second up already underway.
has a long ball on, playing using the lower wing. And Joshua Kikwe loses possession. Now a run. Mirage, ball blocked. Back to Mirage. Has a taekwondo kick. And they lose possession. And St. Joseph's now plays it on Joshua Kikwe. One touch and running on John Crispus, making it to the floor. That is a bad tackle. And that must be a card surely. And the card is on for the captain, Wahid Jamal. Sees yellow. That was a bad tackle against John Crispus for St. Joseph's BUYAGA.
Perhaps the captain seems to be using a word which is quoted by one of the coaches. They speak about the very guy, Jose Mourinho. One time he said, getting a yellow card is better than conceding a goal.
Far better, far better. And two players on it. That is Joshua Kikwe. And alongside Eric. I've loved Eric's play since the start. It's a very good left back. And who delivers? Most likely Eric to deliver. And two options. Will he cross it in or will he go direct for the poles? And Mono Nelson on for Aringa. Eric, intercept by the goalkeeper, Kawawa Rashid.
Going to check on him now.
Now Mono, the new substitute. Referee says no foul. Calm down and throw in for Aringa. Mungufeni Miraj has a bad throw.
It's a porous throw coming in from that is Mungofe.
Yeah.
Yes, dear colleague, if this game ends like this, you speak about the two holistic guys, Eric, and that is the guy donning set number 4, that is Idi Amin.
Idi Amin, yeah.
Because of their working rate, who deserves to be the superior player of the month?
No, for me, Idi Amin has been good.
Yes.
Yeah, he's been so solid. And now, Kawawa Rashid has another long ball over, headed away. And back to St. Joseph's. Jethro is brought down in the middle of the pitch, and that will be a free kick. Quick reaction, Jethro looking for Eric in the left back position. Plays once again with Jethro, loses possession. Now attacking options. Amaku having some good footwork, but Eric, very good left back. Defends well, and Idi Amin will take charge of the throw. Idi Amin has a long throw on, cleared away. And now, up front, Omara Solomon plays it in the middle looking for Jethro. Bad control. And now, Jamal, the captain, has a good pass. And Bonya Cyrus clears it away for safety. Throw in once again in favor of Aringa. And Idi Amin to take charge of the throw. Idi Amin has a long throw into the box and ball in by Amaku and the keeper. Nice catch. Jomwe Stephen collects. Long kick on and to the fellow goalkeeper, Kawawa Rashid, taking charge of the ball. Plays another long one, well met by Okello Shadrach. And in the middle they go, but cleared away once again. And in the middle, battling for it. Long ball on, chest control, and cleared away by Abib. And Nelson Mono chases, but not in time. And St. Joseph's are trying to hold on, but so much resistance from Aringa. And in the middle they go. The captain Jamal is fouled, yes. Fouled. But remember, we have a lot that is going on and so much of the updates. And the defending champion Budo FS begin their journey with another win and 3 points for them against Tesfole Jalowet 2-0. Okero Alon and Tumwine Hirari getting the 2 goals for Budo SS, and the defending champions are back stronger. Meanwhile, Aringa and St. Joseph's BUYAGA were still at 0-0, but elsewhere on the grounds at halftime, Lango College, Agape Secondary School lead Makobore High by 4 goals to 0, and Bukedia Comprehensive South are still held to a 0-0 draw with PP Newton, that is at Lango College pitch, and Ginger Progressive won their game against Kalisizo Seed SS by a goal to 0. Mukisa Joram deciding the game. Idua Parents and Butauka 0-0 meanwhile, but more of the updates will be coming on as the game proceeds. 0-0 meanwhile. The goalkeeper has a long kick, Kawawa Rashid, and up front, headed away, but a push judged by the referee, and that will be a free kick in favor of St. Joseph's BUYAGA. And behind, Baluku Timothy to take charge of the kick.
This is what is happening currently here in USSSA Ball Games 1 Championship in boys category.
Yes.
We are currently here at the heart of Lira City, particularly in the stadium, in the pitch of Dr. Obote Vorogoro College.
Obote was from which region?
Obote, he is from this region particularly.
Yes.
Let's do something now. Attempt coming in here.
Shot off target. It was a good effort from Amaku.
11.
And the original Fred Amaku would be disappointed by this Amaku. And that will be a goal kick for St. Joseph's BUYAGA. And the goalkeeper, Jomwe Stephen, to take charge of the kick.
This is what happens currently here as the scoreline still stands at 0-0 between ARINGA SS and St. Joseph's BUYAGA. You are getting this live in different places.
So many fouls in the middle of the pitch. And now that is a foul against Imran Jamadi, substitute, and the shoe is off. And Batali Mahat Abib has a long kick of the ball, headed away. And Joseph's playing some good football in the middle. John Crispas plays it with Eric. And on the upper wing, Idamin plays it back and it's cleared forward, headed away by Okello Shadrach. And so much battle in the middle. And chance for St. Joseph's now. Joshua Kikwe is fouled down. Another yellow card. Not given out.
Yeah.
And of course, that will be a free kick.
Remember, when it comes to giving such kind of cards, the aspect of the game temper is also considered in this perspective here too. That is why the mood, the driving of that player has to be considered with the third right there for the center referee. He decided, remember, this is the referee who is having Cooper referee badge. It is not easy as a referee for you to be given a Cooper. They consider a series of things too. Then for USSSA to call you for level 2, they consider some qualities before you consider the kicking.
Okello Shadrach solo.
No.
Okello Shadrach doesn't convert. That is for St. Joseph's BUYAGA. And at this level, we are not shy of draws. It's not a knockout level yet. And a draw will mean spoils shared.
If this game ends a draw, definitely the school in the names of Greenlight Islamic shall be topping this with a 3 points. Remember, they have registered a maximum winner against the host, Dr. Obote.
5 goals.
Right.
On the line, ball blocked out of play.
A draw in the next game. For them into next level right there. And one amazing thing is when you are eliminated out, there are games which are called classification games or the rankings. 2026 championship, which position have you entered the championship to be ranked right there is something which is also so amazing to either side. Center Paris is not to play on momentum again now. Imani gets that. Gives it to that is the last defender. Sending it to Amin. Amin is on the board. Going for diagonal, loading it into the area. Can they capitalize on it? Yes, the press guy. Tony shot number 20, Collins. Eric. Shot number 10 is down also again.
And now fouled down. And now, free kick close to the center of the pitch, and Eric to take charge of it for St. Joseph's BUYAGA. And Eric has a long ball over, well received by the goalkeeper, Kawawa Rashid. There is a long ball. Eric May.
Some proper seconds are running, dear viewer. Wherever you are getting after once more, you are most welcome for the live coverage and live commentary, which is being taken by two holistic guys in the commentary box. You speak about actually Emmanuel doing for the commentary alongside
Epi Hala
all the way from Mbarara.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And after this, with my guy all the way from Ankole Lions, took to take a press Minica. That is the region known for Minica.
Okay.
Meanwhile, for us from West Nile, attempt coming in there, the ball goes over the bar.
Very good shot from Almai Ifile Taffet, but not so on target and goes over the bar. Very unfortunate. That was a good angle to shoot from. And that will be a goal kick for St. Joseph's and Jomwe Stephen to take charge.
Looking at the entire region of either side, they speak about West Nile and Bugisu, the schools from West Nile. We have in Group J, Barasina Secondary School into the mix alongside Musa Christian High School. We have Bristol SS Iganga Parents. Meanwhile, in Group Q, in the group
And chance here on the lower wing, Joshua Kike. Joshua fouled. That is a penalty.
yes, sir.
And the referee points to the spot kick. And now, finally, we could have the deadlock broken. And Joshua Kiki, the substitute, has always been looking good. And I was wondering, ever since Joshua Kiki entered the game, I was wondering where the coach for St. Joseph's BUYAGA had left the boy. He's a very good guy. And penalty on now for St. Joseph's BUYAGA. And Joshua Kiki, the winner of the penalty, the one to convert. And Joshua
This is what is happening.
ready to have it.
Penalty against the ARINGA SSA.
Will he
Joshua
convert?
passing Kawawa now.
And Joshua
Passing
Kike breaks the dreadlock.
Yes, sir. Goalkeeper is
1-0.
sent into the left-hand direction and the ball went into.
And the champions of Bugisu region are flying high. Joshua Kikwe from the bench at the break comes on, does a little bit of the footwork, so much magic on the right wing, and finally wins the penalty and steps up brave and converts it to take a lead. And now the boys from Bulambuli proudly leading the game, and so much upset for the boys from Yumbe, ARINGA SS, and the champions of West Nile region are now trailing behind, but they have a little bit of minutes to pull back and pull a comeback, or at least grab a point.
So far, so good for that is St. Joseph's, since they are already leading the game by a goal to nil.
Yeah.
Minards are dropping, seconds are running. ARINGA SS has mountain to climb in these very remaining minutes. Still 1-0 goal being scored through spot kicks. After when the fresh, energetic guy, shot number 20, is brought down. Another breaking coming in there. Good miners have been. The ball was out.
Goal kick. 6 now. Ball coming from out, and that will be a goal kick for ARINGA.
Go!
It is time those of you who are watching us from different places. I speak about Yumbe, I speak about Moyo, I speak about Mparara, Luero, from different places. Just get connected.
And almost loses it again. And pass up. Cross-setting.
On in danger zone, Kulitipis, I could go for that is
Well blocked by the captain Jamal. And that was a very bad start from the building of the back, and ARINGA are now getting so careless at the back. They need to be confident enough and change their style of play. And on the lower wing, Joshua Kikwe, the goal scorer, to deliver the corner. Kikwe, good corner in, headed out. And in the box, cleared away by ARINGA. Looking for Nelson up front, Muno. Muno Nelson holding and pulled back. But play resumes and Joshua Kike has a good control. Joshua Kike, very good left foot. You can talk about the likes of Ryan Chucky.
Yeah. You speak about Lamine
Yamal. Oh, yeah. And
forgetting the
Barcelona was crowned champions last night. And that's the team I support, by the way. And in the box, cleared away. So close. Headed in back by Eric. Headed away. The captain Jamal plays it on the lower wing. And ARINGA, Omara Patrick, clears it away for safety up front. And looking for the options of Amaku. Loses possession. And Eric, the boy has a good run. Eric delivering a cross in, but well defended by Team ARINGA. Abib clears it up front. And well defended Okelo. That is a rough play.
It's
very rough play.
Touch by hand right there gives it for the side of ARINGA SS.
And somehow, at most instances, I'm feeling like the USSSA referees are being so lenient. They don't want to give out so many cards. But I've seen very many incidences that should be bookable.
Yeah.
And on the lower wing, Joshua Kike, the game changer, is pushed and the ball is out for a throw. And Mulashi Kenneth to have the throw. Mulashi has the throw on the line, looking for Joshua Kikwe. And back in possession. And yes,
here it goes. The final
for the first time after 6 years, St. Joseph's Buyanga, they were last at the national level in Mbarara High School 2018. And after 6 years, they register their return with an opening win against the champions of West Nile. And ARINGA SS are so upset and they are unable to get at least a point. A late goal from a boy from the bench, Joshua Kikwe Mustas, bring 3 points for St. Joseph's Buyanga SS. And ARINGA have so much to play for in the next 2 group games. They have a tough one, of course, against Greenlight. And they have another one, which you can't judge what will come, against the hosts. That will be Dr. Milton Obote College at their home ground. And we wait and see how it ends. But at full time, St. Joseph's Buyanga SS 1-0 ARINGA SS. So, how that?
Looking at this very game here, it definitely tells you. I did tell you something. It is much better for you to go and make decisions easier. If you look at the side of that is St. Joseph's, they've been at the version of doing quick substitutions, making sure they capitalize the chances automatically. Meanwhile, for ARINGA took their own time in terms of making substitutions, in terms of making decisions right there. And introducing pace winger, that lefty footed guy,
Joshua Kikwe,
yes,
the one who won the penalty.
Exactly, he knew what is to be done when it comes to dying minutes like that. Since the defensive line was kind of a bit solid, just to go and press them, and the midfielders made use of him within sort of a lot of pressings were done, and he won such kind of things. Congratulations to him, and it definitely bring it to what is called the man of the match accolades. You know, when it comes to 10 games like this, and you happen to be the difference with the opportunities utilized the maximum like that, the whole media, the whole fraternity, the whole public goes for such kind of things.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what are your final words about ARINGA SS? I know you're from West Nile. You should be supporting them. And you are now so disappointed.
Not really. I'm not disappointed. Football is football. Anything can happen in football. We have ever seen a team losing the first game and bouncing back in the next remaining game. They still have Greenlight Islamic to play, and they have the host, that is Dr. Obote to play. You may not know a win and a draw will take them through. A win against the Dr. Obote and a else a draw, it will take them through. And the most important thing at this perspective is to get the 2 next wins, which will push them out to 6 points. You may not know the team St. Joseph's winning the first game and can end up losing the rest of the remaining games. Or else can it end up drawing one and losing one. If ARINGA will get 3 maximum points in the next 2 games, which is up to 6, they will be shifting their qualification to next round.
Yes, and that's it for the game. And fortunately enough, for the champions of Bugisu region, that is St. Joseph's, and they get the first win of the group and 3 points in for them. And so unfortunate for ARINGA SS. We hope they bounce back better in the next games, and may the best team keep winning. But we have much more action that will be coming your way in the afternoon, and I'm projecting we could bring you a game for Moose College, a very good game to watch in the afternoon here at Dr. Obote College, and much more of the action will be coming your way. We are always live on the USSSA YouTube channel, and live as well on Tayari West TV, that is channel 366 on DStv, 077 on Zuku, channel 468 on StarTimes, then channel 356 on AZAM. Also available on the free-to-air decoder, and available as well on that is the Afro Mobile app. I was AP Haaland, and
meanwhile, Emmanuel is my name, also available on that the ARINGA TV, the only West Nile media house broadcasting for you games live. Just tell a friend to tell a friend. Get connected to YouTube and subscribe at that question. Get the live right here. Bye bye. Emmanuel has been my name, the man from the 3 border lines of Salam Salah, all the way from. Okay, I am Trovia.